Hey, what's up everyone? Do you want to know the real estate numbers for August and September here in Connecticut? Well, if you do, stay tuned to today's video. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Aaron Bowman and I help people buy, sell, rent, and invest right here in Connecticut. So like I said, today we're going to be looking at the numbers for August and September now that we're closing out the end of October, and then in a week we'll start looking at the numbers for September and October. So that being said, the first thing we're going to look at is price, and we saw a drop in price here in Connecticut. So in August, your average medium priced home was $361,929, and in September that dropped down to $345,000. So we are starting to see the market change here in Connecticut, because before that was a higher number. Things were selling a lot faster. There still wasn't a lot of inventory, but let's continue on. So the average days on market, or DOM, in August was 15. That actually went up to 18 in September, and I'm predicting when we look at October's numbers, those are going to go up even more. So that just shows us that things are sitting a little bit more. A lot of that has to do with the recession that we're in, the amount of interest that people are buying on, or paying for rather, when they buy a home. So for example, if you had bought a home 2 years ago for like, let's say $600,000 at, a 2%, interest rate, somewhere around there, you would have been looking at like $1,700 a month. Now at a 5% interest rate, you're looking at almost $3,700 per month, or roughly around there. So you can see it's kind of keeping people from wanting to buy, or they're really being more selective in the home they're buying, as opposed to 2 years ago where we'd put a house in the market and I'd have it sold by that evening. There was just so many people looking and the pool was so small. People were putting in bids on homes without even looking at them at one point. So that just kind of shows us where we're going with the days on market. Now sales, we had 4,616 sales in August, and in September we had 4,044 sales. So everything's kind of dropping a little bit in September, and I think as we go towards the end of the year, we're going to see those numbers still decline, and then again here in Connecticut the spring market will hit, and then we'll start to see an uptick in those numbers. Hopefully the interest rates come down by then. So I'm thinking maybe April, May of next year we'll start to see another change in the market, and it will be more of a neutral market, hopefully. And then supply still stinks. I don't know what to do about it. I wish I could get more homes on the market for people, but the supply is still at 2.2 months. It was 2.2 months in August. It's 2.2 months in September. I'm guessing we're going to see somewhere around the same, maybe 2 in October. Just looking at the numbers, doesn't seem like there's a bunch of stuff coming on, and the stuff that's really good that does come on still is going for a little bit over asking. But what you're still seeing in the market, unfortunately, is people trying to game the market based on what was going on a year to 2 years ago. So they're doing really poor renovation work, I guess is the best way to put it, or lipstick on a pig, however you want to look at it. And they're throwing these homes in the market for more than they should be, and the workmanship isn't there. So they're still trying to game, that buyer pool and the lack of inventory. So if you are in the buyer's market, make sure that is something you're looking at. Don't just look at, hey, they put some gray paint on the wall, they put in some pergo flooring or some tile flooring, but they left the original appliances from the 60s. And that's a house we looked at recently with some of my clients. They literally, and I'm sure the appliances are probably better than what you can get today, but again, they did half-ass work. I don't know how else to put it. It just wasn't quality, and they were still asking for a substantial amount of money. So just be aware when you're looking at these homes. Don't get caught up in, hey, I got to get a house, I need to move in. Unless there's some circumstances where you really need to get into something, make sure you're taking your time and your due diligence. Anyways, that's a whole nother video. I don't even know why I started going down that rabbit hole, but those are your numbers for August and September. Now that today is October 31st, so happy Halloween for those of you who are going out with your kiddos tonight, or maybe you're an adult that likes to go out and trick-or-treat. I'm not going to judge, but have a good and safe Halloween, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.